This is Tejasvi Kusve, lecturer from Praveen Patil Polytechnic Bhayandar. My topic is Measuring Instrument Part 8, Learning Outcomes. In this video, you will learn about cathode ray oscilloscope, that is CRO. First, we will see cathode ray tube, that is CRT. So, this is the diagram of CRT. In this, you can see there is a cathode, heating filament, focusing anode, accelerating anode, X plate and Y plate, electron beam, vacuum, fluorescent screen, bright spot, electron gun, deflection system. CRT consists of electron gun assembly, which includes pins for connection, thermally heated cathode, control grid, focusing anode, accelerating anode, vertical deflecting plates, horizontal deflecting plates, and internally coated screen. The beam of electrons is generated by heating cathode thermally. The number of electrons is controlled by control grid. The focusing anode and accelerating anode focuses and accelerates the beam of electron respectively. The electron beam coming out from electron gun assembly enters to deflecting plates. The screen of CRT internally coated with phosphorus material on which we observe waveform of the input signal. So this is the actual image of cathode ray oscilloscope tube, that is CRT. This is also the image of this CRT. Next is the block diagram of CRO. In this you can see there is an input signal, vertical amplifier, delay line, CRT, trigger circuit, time base generator, horizontal amplifier, screen, electron beam, luminous spot. Function of each block. Vertical amplifier strengthens the input signal applied to vertical deflecting plates. Trigger circuit gives input to time-based circuit. The output of time-based generator is amplified by horizontal amplifier and then applied to horizontal deflecting plates of CRT. CRT consists of electron gun assembly, which include thermally heated cathode, accelerating anode, focusing anode. The electron beam coming out from electron gun assembly enters to deflecting plates. The screen of CRT internally coated with phosphorus material on which we observe waveform of the input signal. So in this image you can see all these parts of CRT, that is focusing anode, accelerating anode, X and Y plate, and screen. This is the front panel of CRO, and which we see one by one. So first is power switch to switch on and off of the oscilloscope. Second is focus control to control the focus of the spot on the screen. Third is intensity control to control the brightness of the spot on the screen. Next, 4 and 5th are X and Y offset. Y offset moves the whole trace vertically up and down on the screen, while X offset moves the whole trace from side to side on the screen. 6th is time-based control. Whenever we switch on the time base, we are actually applying a sawtooth voltage to the X plates. This makes the electron beam sweeps across the screen at a constant speed. By knowing the period of each cycle, T, we can know how fast the beam is sweeping across the screen. The time base is thus a measure of time for the oscilloscope. Next is Y gain control. The voltage per division will amplify an input signal so that for a division a given voltage level is invalid. A division is a segment, a square on the screen of the oscilloscope. A setting of 0.5, that is means that the height of the signal square equals a voltage of 0.5 volt and amplitude of 1 volt would have a size of 2 divisions vertical to the apsica. It is DC or AC switch. DC to DC and AC voltage is displayed, and for AC only AC voltage displayed. And last is X input and Y input. Electric input connect to the X plate and Y plate. So these are all the switches which are used on the front panel of the CRO and their functions. Next is time-based control. In this you can see there is the first diagram. If the time-based switch is off, you can only see the dot on the screen. If the time-based switch is on, and for direct current, you can see the direct current line. Next is alternating current, time-based switch off, and you can only see the line, vertical line. And if for alternating current, time-based switch is on, then you can see sine waves on the screen. This is also the one of the diagram for front panel of the CRO. This is actual image of CRO. In this you can see the screen, CRT and various knobs for controlling purpose. Next is the procedure of voltage measurement with use of CRO. Through vertical amplifier, apply a voltage to be measured to Y deflection plate. The X deflection plates are excited by the time-based generator. A set of squares is marked on the transparent screen cover which aids measurements. Using these markings and the gain of vertical amplifier, the peak-to-peak value and hence RMS value of the voltage can be measured. After noting down the selection in volts per division from the front panel which is selected for measurements, the peak-to-peak value, amplitude and RMS value of sinusoidal signal can be obtained as peak-to-peak, that is VPP is equal to volts per division into number of division. This is the formula for peak-to-peak. Amplitude is equal to Vmax is equal to V peak-to-peak upon 2. RMS value Vrms is equal to V peak-to-peak upon 2 root 2 for sinusoidal signals. So in this way you can calculate voltage by using CRO. Procedure of time period measurement using CRO. The waveform is displayed on the screen such that one complete cycle is visible on the screen. If signal cycle occupies full or major horizontal distance, then the accuracy in measurement is much more. Select time per division on the front panel and notate the time period T can be calculated as time period T is equal to time per division into number of divisions occupied by one cycle. So by this formula you can measure time period by using CRO. Next is frequency measurement by Lyjaz's patterns on CRO. Initially the unknown frequency signal is connected to vertical deflection plates of CRO. Now switch off the internal sweep generator of the horizontal deflecting system. The standard source of frequency is applied to the horizontal deflection plates. The frequency of standard source is adjusted now until a circular or elliptical pattern appears on CRT screen. When such pattern is observed on screen, it indicates that two frequencies are equal. Practically, it is not possible to adjust the standard frequency exactly equal to unknown frequency. Hence, the standard frequency is adjusted to be a multiple or submultiple of unknown frequency. Vertical input frequency measurement by Lyjaz's patterns on CRO can be explained by following example. Assume horizontal input frequency is 10 kilohertz for following pattern. So this is the Lychat's pattern observed on CRO. Vertical input frequency is equal to number of horizontal tangencies upon number of vertical tangencies into horizontal input frequency. So if the number of horizontal tangencies are 3 and number of vertical tangencies are 1, so we can write 3 upon 1 into 10 kilohertz. So vertical input frequency is equal to 30 kilohertz. So in this way you can measure by observing Lychat's patterns on CRO. So this is the actual image of CRO. In this you can see the wave patterns observed on CRO, sinusoidal wave patterns.